gonna see if this works. Ooh, I'm not gonna use it. Good morning! Good morning! Aloha! Aloha! Okay, we're gonna try it again, okay? Everybody together. Aloha! Aloha! Okay, aloha kakahiaka. Aloha kakahiaka. These guys win. Try it again. Aloha kakahiaka. Aloha kakahiaka. All right. Nice. Aloha kakahiaka. My name is Selena Mahina Lani Garza. How many of you don't know me? 2? 3. Okay, good. Well, we are part of the co-founders family. Uncle Lono and Auntie Louise, who's here with us. If you don't know her, like I say every year, please greet her. Uncle Bobby, one of the originals. Uncle Arthur over here. We have been paddling in the desert for over 25 years now. So what a blessing for you all to be a part of this. And so today, as we do this in a good way, I invited our relatives here from this Aina, from the land, right? Without the permission of the people. When Uncle Lono and all these guys, all these uncles, these OGs came together, they asked permission from the Salt River people and the Gila River people. And then my Hanai brother, our Hanai brother, Eric, to paddle right here. You know, so the permission is so important. So everything that we do, we always pay tribute and take care of our relatives from here in a good way. So we're gonna do that because protocol is important, right? We're gonna take care of your season and bless the canoes, but also bless the people, right? So we're gonna let them offer a prayer, tell you who they are, why this is important, why we invited them. So we'll do that traditional protocol, and then we'll do the Hawaiian protocol, and then we'll move forward like that. So if at any time you have any questions, wait till the end, right? But there's no right way and there's no wrong way when you are here. You showed up, you'll learn, okay? So yeah, so thank you. And this is our friend Aaron. He's here with us today to document. You can find him on Indigenous event recordings. And so he goes all over, records powwows and social events of Indigenous people. And he came to our Unity in the Community event. And since then, want to invite him to more things. So please, I will give you his contact information. This is important. We're bringing together the people of the land. And so if you feel like, oh, well, I'm not from here, I'm not Indigenous, that's okay. Today you're going to learn. And then you can't say, I didn't know. That's why these things are important. So you know, because shame if you don't. Pay attention, right? So I just want to say thank you. Appreciate you all being here. So everybody take a good deep breath. And out with your mouth with ha. All right. Awesome. This is our good brother friend Chris, and he'll just go ahead and take over from here.
Good morning, everyone.
Oh, good morning.
Here in our, how we say it in our language is Skug Siardik. And Skug means beautiful, and Siardik actually means sunrise. So that's actually what it is. It's a beautiful sunrise. So Skug Siardik was the Chamwe. And you Christopher Dosala, Lusatan Ia, or Anyavumkika, on the knowledge. And I'm very happy to be here with all of you. I do want to share real quickly that I know what it's like to live in the island. Okay, I don't always share this, but I'll share it with you guys. Okay, I was an LDS missionary for 2 years, and I lived in a place called Kiribati, which is also known as the Gilbert Islands. It is a Micronesian island just north of Tuvalu. And so I lived there for 2 years, and a lot of my friends and companions were from the Polynesian islands. My first one was Fijian, Niuean, Samoan, Tongan, Maori. I learned the haka. I did all kinds of things, and then I also spoke their Micronesian language. And so it's easy for me to read. I was like, oh, moku kai, no leo o ke kai. But I have no idea what that means, but I can say it. And so again, but I can pronounce your dialect, is what I'm saying. And so I'm happy to be here to be a part of this. And again, I've lived in the South Pacific for 2 years, eating taro and fish out of the ocean. Almost everything out of the ocean I've eaten. But again, what we're going to share today is just a little bit of our people. We are the Akimarautam and Onkakimarautam. We are the river people and the Salt River people. We've come here. We're the original inhabitants of all this land. We have names for all these mountains that are surrounding you. And our ancestors have been here since time immemorial, we say. So again, we honor you. We're honored to be here. And again, we just had a beautiful sign. The hummingbird came and went like this. So again, we call him Vipismar. And Vipismar is the one who brings blessings. He brings something good is coming. So again, we share that with you. That your ancestors, our ancestors are here with us. And so with that, we just like to share a couple songs with all of you. I'll share one, and then I ask my brother, Bowie Leonard here to share one as well for the people here in Salt River. So with that.
Onyenga sibo ebatenga mabanya emana Yenaine mobaya Yabai kanaiga
So that song that I just shared, it's called Oikbat, and Oikbat is that mountain right there, a mountain. It's named after at one time this used to be a lush area. It used to be filled with cottonwood forests, grasslands, swamplands, different ecosystems. But then when the river was cut off, everything died. All the fields and all the crops died. So that's what that mountain is named after. Oikbat means the fields that have gone on, or the dead fields. So yeah, thank you. All right, well, we'll just close with one more. And again, sorry, I don't want to take up all your time, but again, we just want to do everything right for you guys, and for we usually do things in fours. And so, like I said, you can't ignore the signs. So with that, we're going to share one more, and again, I'll explain at the end. So thank you.
Okayo namayo namo henga vese kanyanya henga. Okaya namayo namo henga vese kanyanya henga. Onyenga vachova chamayore naidonga. Vasenga tanare neya neya ne vachane ya neya na. Onyenga vachova chamayore naidonga. Vasenga tanare neya neya ne vachane ya neya na. Okayo namayo namo henga vese kanyanya henga. Okaya namayo namo henga vese kanyanya henga. Onyenga vachova chamayore naidonga. Vasenga tanare neya neya ne vachane ya neya na. Onyenga vachova chamayore naidonga. Vasenga tanare neya neya ne vachane ya neya na. Okayo namayo namo henga vese kanyanya henga. Okaya namayo namo henga vese kanyanya henga. Onyenga vachova chamayore naidonga. Vasenga tanare neya neya ne vachane ya neya na. Onyenga vachova chamayore naidonga. Vasenga tanare neya neya ne vachane ya neya na. Onyenga vachova chamayore naidonga. Vasenga tanare neya neya ne vachane ya neya na.
Thank you again for allowing us to be here and share. That first song we shared is about that mountain over there, Red Mountain. And it talks about the river and how it snakes around and comes and how it runs real fast. And that's part of the river that leads into here. So again, we wanted to sing a song about this river that you're going to be on, and also that the water will be good for you guys. So again, and then that second song was about the blue hummingbird. I just wanted to honor because we saw the blue hummingbird come and bless us with his presence. And it was about love, that there'll always be love here. And then Bowie shared about the A Mountain. And then after that, this last song we sang is called, if it had a name, it'd be called Winged People. So, but yeah, and again, singing that you guys are going a good way. So thank you again. Appreciate you guys for allowing us to share. And yeah, and again, just acknowledging us and what you guys are doing. But thank you, and you know, we honor you guys as indigenous people as well. And thank you.
Thank you. So I'm gonna ask my niece and my nephews, and these guys have been part of the canoe club before they were even thought of, right? And so when we call on the directions, that's like they say for all the directions in the special places, we call on the directions too. And so Jerome, and I'm telling you guys this because it's important, right? And these should also be part of your prayers and what you do. So the pu, the conch, so we're calling the waters in the ocean. The puohe calls the mountains, but we also recognize each direction. And so as they do that and then they close, acknowledging the east side, then we're going to bless the canoes, all right? So I asked my brother Wayne to be here this morning, so after we call on the directions like that in a good way and say our prayer, he's going to go around and take care of the canoes like that. And then my sisters and I will come around with some salt water, some pa'akai, and I'm going to give you some if you want some for your mouth or your pocket, wherever you need it. And then we'll come around with the water. So again, acknowledging the right way, acknowledging, you know, the people here first. If we were in Hawaii, we would do the things first. You know what I mean? So that's sort of, it is how it works, yeah? So we're gonna call the directions, do our prayer. Can everyone say Eho Mai?
Eho mai.
Okay, say it again.
Eho mai.
One more time and mean it.
Eho mai.
Okay, so that means come be with us, yeah? So we're gonna be doing that as well, so go ahead, you guys. Thank you, Creator, again and again for bringing us back together in a good way. I ask for a special protection on this club, on all the people that are here, and all the people who aren't here. I just want to ask for a special protection of safety, love, grace, patience, as people grieve that aren't here, and the people who've already left this earth. I ask for a special blessing of patience and understanding, and asking for the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that we can be bound together. It doesn't matter where we come from. Thank you for reminding us of who we are. I just ask you to be with us today. I ask you to continue to bless us, to show us the good way. And I ask that this class, this canoe club, that these people here and the people that aren't here also be brought together even tighter, and that the traditions and ceremony be brought back to this canoe club in a good way. And so it is.
My name is Louise Navarro, wife of and widow now of Lono. We go back, well, we got married in '89. We came to Arizona from California. We already had Nalea Okekai in Santa Rosa, California. And when we came here, we came to start a new life. And we're here about 3 years, and we had formed a club. No, I get that back. Anyway, we had friends from Santa Rosa area come down to us with our 2 Leas that we had left there behind. And that's what started this club. Tempe Town Lake had no water in it. We went to Saguaro Lake every Saturday morning. And I want to honor the Tampos family, and one of the reasons why they're co-founders is because if we're not for them, we had no place to put the canoes, to host the canoes. And they happen to have a great big backyard, so Edwin and Lono were brothers in spirit. And I want to honor Auntie Luann and the girls for all that they have done and are still now participating in this. And I look at these canoes now. The canoes that we had, the one, you know that the first canoe came to Long Beach, California in 1959. And it came on a ship, and somebody made a cast of it, of one of the canoes, and we actually got the one that they made from a cast, and then we had another one besides. Those Malias were considerably wider, so to look at this today is amazing. We formed a family, and we remained a family, and I'm so happy that I was brought into that family. I was born in Canada, actually. So when I met Lono, I could hardly understand him. He was the kind. And so I learned a lot, and I loved him very, very much. A paddle that belonged to him when he was 8 years old. This is the paddle they used to use. And if you could imagine, and he was like a skinny kid at that age, and if you could imagine paddling with a paddle this heavy and wide, and to what they are today. And I am wanting to, Bobby, would you come up here? Bobby and Lono were brothers, and Bobby is our first president, and I had presented this to him. I had it on my wall all these years, and I wanted to pass it on, and I couldn't think of anyone more appropriate than Bobby, and I passed it on to him, and you tell him what's been done to the paddle.
So, when Louise brought this to me, she initially had told me what this meant to Uncle Lono. And I'm speaking with my military voice so I can get it out there more. When I heard the story, I knew it needed to be here, the foundation of what this meant to all of us. As it goes from one tier group to another tier group, so on and so forth. It touched me so that I thought of the only person that could give this the type of newness, for lack of a better way of saying it, that it deserved. So I want to thank Joey, mahalo brother, for bringing this thing back. you can tell. I don't think it's been like this since probably when Lona was in a nightmare. But it looks good. It looks awesome. Lona meant a lot to a lot of us. Initially, and I share this story every year because I want you to know this story. I don't ever want you to forget this story. I was coming down from a call, and I saw a lot of smoke. And when I went to that house, it was Lono cooking in his imu. And at that point, not knowing him, I thought I'd have to give him a citation. But when I met him, the pureness that this man comes up to you and talk to you, it reflected who we are as Hawaiians. And I can't tell you how you feel when he just hugged you. It was like a big bear hug. When he talked to you, you have to listen. You have to listen closely. Because his pitching, that's Nanakuli pitching. That's big time. I know that because I'm from Nanakuli. And when I first came here, they sent me to a program called BLEP, Basic Language Entry Program. And I thought they never know, they didn't know how to speak. So I can tell you that he comes from the heart. Lono is from the heart. If you can read his heart through his face as he speaks, you understand exactly what he's saying. And that's what it's about. I think we lose a lot of that. Earlier, I asked very esteemed guests of ours today, I would like to hear that story more, because I believe a lot of cultures we lose, but then we find again, and we enrich, and we strengthen, and we continue forward. That's what I believe all of us do in life. And I urge you all to not forget just that. Because taking that forward means bringing these canoes here means a heck of a lot more than just paddling in the water. It means how you come together as a group. I don't know about this DEI stuff or any of that stuff. All I know is we come together as a group. We're a team. And like the military, I wore green, but I work with red, brown, yellow. I work with everybody. We are as a team as we paddle, as we communicate, as we move forward. And I want to say mahalo nui to all of you for what you've given and what you've done to make Naleo Okekai, the Voices of the Sea, so successful. And I urge you all to understand the Voices of the Sea and what it's saying to you. Because it's a lot more than what it says on that canoe. It means a lot. Lono and I brought this program to the burn camp, to the hemophilia group up in Prescott, and we showed a bunch of kids how to canoe. We taught them how to canoe. We taught them how to laugh. We taught them how to move forward. We didn't do a good job in teaching them how to not flip the canoe. They did that often. But we taught them. The thing about us all, we're all teachers. Every one of us. And like I tell my kids, it's not the things you say, it's the way you carry yourself, the way you move. Everything you do has an action. And it says something, just like we do here, today, now. So take that with you as you go forward. And I also want to address some of the people who couldn't be here today. Auntie Kathleen Madsen, Art, sister. She was here. We're going on 30 years next year. She was here in the beginning. Lonnie Alwyn. She was here as well. They can't be here. They're battling certain things themselves right now. We all started in our late 30s, early 40s. And I was thinking it wasn't going to go that far because there was no water here. And he said, we're going to paddle in the canals. That's a $250 fine. Then they thought, Saguaro Lake, perfect. But it's icy cold. When they filled this thing up with 11 billion gallons of water a few years later, you have to know that's because Lono brought the canoes. That's the way I'm taking it. I'm looking at it just that way. I want us to leave with one thing only. And take this to heart. When I first got here, there were very few local people. Very few of us. And that was in '85. Today, I see not only local people, a lot of Polynesians at heart. You all stand ground, side by side, as if you were a strong, tight, cohesive unit, which I know a little bit about. Thank you very much for everything that you bring, not only to this organization, but to all of yourselves. You bring a lot, more than you'll ever know, but you'll hear it every so often. If you're in the right circles, you'll hear a certain something, and that'll mean a lot to many. Thank you for all you do, and keep moving forward. Aloha.
I'd just like to say, mentioning Kathleen and Lonnie and others that have been so loyal to our canoe club here, our hearts are with them. And this was presented by Kathleen at one of our events as a token. You know how we present leis. And I've had it for a long time, and I'd like to present it to the club for in honor of her and her family and that what they brought to the lei. And Lonnie and the Owens, I mean the families that are here, and Tapples it has been a family. And so with all of you like me, a haole, if you don't have Hawaiian in you or a Polynesian, that's all right. You have it in the heart. And I learned a lot. So I would like to present this to Betty. Would you like to accept that? I have a lot of stories, but I'm not going to keep you. I know you want to get in that water. So come and talk to me, and I'll tell you some more. All right, thank you.
What I want to leave you with is you never paddle alone. This is your family right here. The canoe will take care of you if you take care of yourself first. So be mindful of where your mind is when you get in this canoe. Because you're not just responsible for yourself, you're responsible for everybody else inside the canoe too. So be mindful of how you feel. Take that breath. Ask permission before you get on the water. If the water says no, then that means you don't go. So pay attention to that. Where's your heart, right? Leave that backpack of all the stuff that happened before you get on the water. There. Be kind to yourself. Be gentle with yourself. So thank you guys so much. Appreciate you all. Where'd she go? Okay, yeah.
I just want to say a quick thank you to all of our guests and our legends, all of them, Art, Uncle Bobby, Auntie Louise, Auntie Diane, Auntie Rose, Peggy. So thank you all for coming out. This is such an important event that we do every year because it does bring us to the land, the water, and the respect of our ancestors. So thank you again. We will take the canoes out. Eric? We'll take the canoes out so we could do on the water blessing real quick and drop some flowers for Lono. And I'm missing someone else. Lono, and is that it? Just Lono?
Edwin.
Yes. Yes. No, thank you, thank you.
That's our dad.
Yes, yes, yes. So we'll get a couple canoes out and do a blessing on the water. Mahalo.
Okay, forward. Okay, all the way up. Paddles up.
Should have, or you can pass back and forth your flowers.
Yeah, no, just remembering Uncle Lono in a good way, and this is where the founder of the canoe club, our Uncle Lono, he had a heart attack out here one morning by himself, and he left this earth doing what he loved, and left the club in a good way, knowing that it would be carried on like that. So we're just grateful to have canoes here in Arizona and the water, and we're just glad that Uncle Lono and all of the OGs, all of the founding people, my dad, you know, the ones that have already left this earth did this so we could perpetuate and carry on the legacy of our family. So just really grateful to that. Grateful that we can do that as daughters and brothers. So remember, you never paddle alone. All these people are here with you.